And
we're back.
we're back, KGS legend Murugandi. Welcome.
Thank you.
Last Friday we left with this position in what game?
This is a game between a German 2Q who sent us a really nice letter. Helge Böge is his name. And he plays against another, a 1Q on KGS. And yeah, he didn't know where he went wrong, so we were reviewing his game, and it's quite interesting.
But so far, okay, he made some minor mistakes, but
yeah.
his opponent made?
Yeah, his opponent made a lot more mistakes, and also quite severe mistakes. So yeah, Black's playing a lot better actually than his opponent.
Yeah.
And yeah, let's see how it continues.
Okay, so the last mistake was this move, what I also would have made.
Yes, yes.
As usual.
Yeah, so now Black plays here.
And okay, so Black makes territory
yes.
finally.
Yes, exactly. So it looks very nice because this stone is creating a big module on this side, and now this is working together well, and it's also still aiming at attacking this weakness.
Yep.
So that's very nice. Where would you play now as white? Do you have any idea?
I would reinforce this one.
Yeah, that's very good. It is the correct mentality to maybe play here, or, well, I don't know, do something with this group because it's very much in danger. But white played a very aggressive move.
That's why you asked me. Okay, yeah. So what would I have done before your lessons? He invades here. Yes.
Very good.
Oh, you're so mean.
No, yeah, no, actually, white plays here.
Wow.
Yeah, this is a very big overplay now, because yeah.
Well, he aims at the cut here, of course.
Yeah, he's aiming at sort of a weakness on this side, but that's the only thing that he has to offer, because. Yeah, the rest is strong. I mean, Black has two strong stones over here. This is also strong. There's a minor shape problem that might come into existence now, but yeah, apart from all that, you can see that there's one stone against a sea of black stones. So yeah, that's not the correct way, and you can see that white invades here. So if Black will, for example, take it very calm, this is of course not the correct way to play, but it's a hypothetical situation. So yeah, Black plays like this. White tries to connect his stones. Now you can see that if Black goes through, White has two severe problems. So he has two groups that will maybe die. Maybe both of them will die. But yeah, in the end, if White saves one, the other one.
So if somebody has two weak groups and they're running together, you have to cut them at the last moment.
Well, it's not necessary to cut them at the last moment, but cut them.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's very important. Don't let your opponent's weaknesses combine. That's also something that my teacher in China taught me. That if your opponent has two weak groups, you have to cut them in two. If they combine, if they come together, then they're suddenly strong again, you know? So if, for example, you would play like this, you can see that this is working together, and suddenly, yeah, this is under attack by Black. So this goes two ways, you know? You have to be very careful.
Okay.
So, well, this didn't happen.
I would defend here. Is that stupid?
Well, defending is okay. It's a nice idea actually, but this is very slow, and yeah.
Well, maybe then like this.
The shape is a little bit better, but it's still a bit strange because locally, I also said this in one of the reviews, I think. This group has a nice shape point. Do you remember where this is?
Yeah.
Yeah, very nice. So if Black would play here, later White would have a very nice move over here. Do you see how this works? Because if Black wants to play here, then White also wants to play there. So, for example, well, this also depends on what happens on that side, but if White could get these kind of moves, Black will have to make a horrible shape. Because if Black just defends here,
then he's cut.
he will be cut off, exactly. And yeah,
Empty triangle.
this is an empty triangle, and you can see that it's very painful. Because if this is strong by white, then he can even go through here and cut this stone off. So yeah, you can see that there's a lot of nice things that you have to keep in mind about shape in this situation. Well, what black played in the game was over here. This is attacking and making territory, but it's the wrong side. Now, as white is aiming, what white is aiming for.
But I thought he played here, didn't he?
No. He played there, but a little bit later.
Okay.
Yeah. So at this point, he played here.
Yeah.
And now white got a chance to actually attack black's shape.
Okay, now
See?
he has to...
Yeah, now it's very severe. If white doesn't come back, if black doesn't come back, then he will be cut off. So yeah, he has to respond.
Okay.
I place here.
Now white goes out.
Yeah. Now white has a nice shape, and you can see that black is quite heavy. He has like a worm of black stones that are all connected. They can't be separated, but yeah, they're not really doing much. The more positive approach would be to use your wall by pushing your opponent towards it. So something like this would be more correct in the mentality, because this is strong, so you push white towards it. Like this, yeah, it's a bit strange because you're so strong, but now white will just go away, like in the game. So you're not using it correctly, your strength. So what I maybe suggest is that black would play on his own shape point. For example, you can play here now to make this very strong. Maybe it looks a bit strange, but
I see, nice,
no.
because hip, and then there's no more cut.
Yeah. So if you're afraid of these kind of things to be cut off or whatever, always think about shape. How can I improve my own shape? And yeah, what would be the shape point? And let's see if that works. So yeah, the best way to approach the situation is of course to attack, because you're already strong. But if you see that there is a problem and you're afraid of it, try to play sort of a shape honte moves. So you can improve your own feeling of shape.
Nice.
Yeah. So this is very nice. And now you can see that if white will go out, this is very strong by black, and this is very weak, and this is weak by white. So there is a very nice move now that will separate the two groups.
Yeah.
Yeah, both are in the correct direction. This is also okay because you go through, but this is more severe. Do you see that?
Well, okay, but it's pushing right this way.
Yeah, you have to also, of course, keep the flow of water in mind.
But now, then suddenly here it kills.
Yes, exactly. So that's very nice. If white will respond something like this, maybe this stone locally might be a bit hurt and can be attacked. But this suddenly is in huge trouble, because if black will do the same kind of move that he did here, and he will cap white, suddenly there's no way to go, because all these stones are surrounding him. Yeah, waiting for like a net.
Yeah.
For him to...
and there's no way for white to capture this stone anyway in one move.
No, it's very difficult, because if white again will have this kind of mentality, when I'm going to attack you, then he will be in trouble again. Because, well, for example, like this, black will just go out, and immediately you can see that there are two problems for white again.
Wow.
So it's very difficult for white at this point in the game. And yeah, if black would have taken the correct strategy at this point, he would win the game in maybe 20 moves. Because white would see that, oh, my group here is dead, or my group is dead on the other side. But actually a really interesting fight came up now. Quite a lot of fights actually, it was a crazy fighting game. So yeah, let's see what happens.
Okay.
So this move is a little bit strange, but yeah, black is still good, so it's okay. Now, another idea would be to still play here, to still take the shape point, because you're aiming at going underneath and you're improving your own shape. So if white would, for example, want to go through here and to just defend, if he cuts, you have all sorts of possibilities like this suddenly. You see?
Wow.
It's very difficult for white to actually attack black. So, yeah, try to think about shape. White is trying to spoil black's shape, so black has to think about how to make his shape better. So it was like this, because this is quite submissive. Now white will make his own shape well, very nice, and yeah, he's into the center. Suddenly it looks more fresh, more healthy for him. Of course he has two weak groups still, but suddenly his problems become a little less painful. So in this situation there's still a shape thing going on. Where would you play for black? Okay, yeah, it's quite aggressive again, it's okay. But one move that would be very nice for white would be to play here. Do you see that?
Not really. I can just
yeah,
defend.
like here?
Yeah.
Oh, you're right about this. This is a nice shape, of course, because it's tiger mouth. Yeah, no, still this would be okay for black, of course. But this kind of thing, maybe you want to avoid it, but... Well, in this case, tiger mouth is very nice. Sometimes, if you have to respond like this, it's very painful. But now you found a nice counter shape, so this is okay. I think black played here first anyway.
Okay.
Then white went out. And now, yeah, you can see what I was mentioning before, that two of his weak groups are coming together. And suddenly you can see that black is in trouble. So, yeah, it's switched. You can see that it works both ways.
Okay. But anyway, black is also creating new fresh territory.
Yeah, that's also very important, of course. But the easy game that he had is now suddenly gone. So it will be very complicated. He still has the better game, because this is very big and white doesn't really have much territory. But he has to be very careful for his weak group now. So he plays here.
Okay.
Well, that's okay. Over here, and
okay.
Yeah, this would be the most healthy approach, because you reinforce your own weak group. But black actually played somewhere else. He played Tanuki, played here.
Oh, but could he then, if he wants, then here the same idea to capture this?
To cut here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be another idea. It's also quite nice, but this is a little bit dangerous because now black is also in danger himself.
Okay.
Still, he might have a connection here, but if white goes through,
Okay.
he is surrounding black.
Yeah, but anyway, if black can this and
Yeah.
black can still connect here or not?
Looks like it. Yeah. And something like that also happened in the game.
Okay, let's
So,
continue.
yeah. So black now plays over here, which is, yeah, that's a little bit of an overplay. You have to separate the weak groups. It's very important. So now white grasped his chance to yeah, do something with the shape here, to try to attack. It's, yeah, this is the shape move then, but well, in the game it was quite difficult to attack black anyway, because there's might be a connection still. Black played here first, which normally you have to be very careful with these kind of peeps, because if white would just respond, like the proverb says, always connect to a peep, always respond to a peep, even a fool responds to a peep, then yeah, suddenly white is strong here.
But maybe he listened to your comments from the Eerbeek Danoontje game,
Mm-hmm.
where
Yeah, where he got free
Earbeck
moves.
made a lot of these peeps and they were very helpful later.
Yeah, yeah, no, that's also a nice idea. And actually, he could use this stone in the game, but he didn't. He made a small mistake, which resulted in a very big go. But you're right, these kind of peeps might be nice, but it might also help white a lot.
Okay.
Because as you can see, if black will try to, I don't know, attack white here, now suddenly white has a nice follow-up, because this is very strong, so he can make a nice jump. But if this wouldn't be here, and white would jump,
then there was this
yeah,
kind of
there's a lot of agi still. This kind of peep looks very tricky, and yeah, it might go horribly wrong for white.
So you must wait until making some peep until you know it for sure.
For sure that it's okay, yeah, that you can't use the agi in another way anymore. Always keep agi in mind. What am I doing? Am I strengthening my opponent? Do I really want to do that? Maybe later I can use this situation in some other way. So yeah, this was now played here. So this was exchanged and then played here.
White took, of course.
Yes, took the go.
Okay, black plays here.
Yeah, yeah, this would, well, this didn't happen.
Oh.
But yeah, this would be the correct way to use this stone. Either to play here, or to do this. This is better shape now. Because now, this is all connected. Yeah, white can't cut because it's just a simple Atari. And like this, there's also just a normal connection. So all his stones are connected. But what black did was quite, well, quite a pity actually. Because he has such a nice game now. If he just connects and he separates the groups, he wins. But now black played this Atari. And yeah, this is such a pity because at this point, of course white cuts. This is actually a free call for white.
It is only chance to win.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So always think about this too. If I make a move, is it really easy for my opponent to do the next one? And if so, maybe it's bad. Because that's usually the case. If there's a situation and you know if I will play there, my opponent will for sure do this or that, then it probably is wrong. Don't make it too easy on your opponent. It's a very good tip as well. So yeah, this is just, because this is such a pity, because if black will actually win this go, he doesn't gain anything from it.
Yeah, there's no threat.
No threat at all. He can't even take these two stones. Whereas if white wins this go,
it is huge.
Huge. And all his problems are gone. So yeah, this is a very severe mistake. And white cut. So black took now.
So after this mistake, is the balance still in black's favor, or is it turned over, or is it equal?
Well, the game is still in black's favor, because there's also a semi-connection here. And black actually connected later on, during this go. So this go for white is very nice. The boundaries are being sort of blurred, but still black has a better game.
Okay.
But black is making it really tough on himself, unnecessarily tough. So yeah, white has to find co-threats now. So I think he played here first.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's quite big. Do you remember? I think he played here first. Well,
I don't really remember, but
okay.
even it's quite big. Yeah,
Yeah, this is very big.
Yeah, because this is a weak group.
Yes, exactly. You have to keep this in mind as well. In co-fights, some Q players are very afraid of playing a co. But you don't have to be afraid, because if you want to become stronger, try to fight the co, don't avoid it. So in this case, if your opponent will play this and you think, oh well, yeah, these stones, they're not that important, I don't want to lose this, and you connect, then suddenly the game is really good for white. Because now his weak group is connected, this is also not that much in danger.
And this has not that many eyes.
No eyes, and this doesn't gain anything for black. That's the most crucial aspect of this go. It's a flower go for white, so now black has to fight the go. He can't afford to let things like this happen.
Wow.
So just connect.
White takes.
Yes. Black plays this, which is a bit of a strange move. Also has to do with the idea that during a co-fight you don't want to play co-threats that will give you a disadvantage. You always have to keep this in mind. Is this co-threat that I do okay for me, or does my opponent gain something from it? Because even if you finally win the co, but you did a lot of co-threats that gave your opponent points, it might actually be a good co for your opponent. And in this case, if white will play here, this is extremely strong all of a sudden. You can see that everything is connected. There's a tiger mouth. This stone is more or less captured, so it feels a bit, like you don't want to play this. A bit, shabby. But, well, anyway, of course white responded. Black took again.
White played here?
Yes,
okay.
yes. Let me have a look. Maybe you have a nice suggestion about moves?
Okay, black took and white has to make a co-threat now.
Yes.
He can peep here.
Yes, that happened, but, well, I'm not sure if it was at this point, but it did happen.
Okay.
So black just connected. White took the ko. And now, black played here, so suddenly, you can see that this ko is a bit useless because black is connecting. And white wanted to avoid that, of course, so he went through. He cut here. This is an interesting idea, but this battle is starting to look even worse for white, because black just responded here. It's a very calm move, very good again. And if white wins this ko now, then black connects over here, and if black starts to fight on this side, it's not very realistic. He did play this actually, but well, black still has the ko, so he first takes the ko. And this also is about to die, because this is...
Black can even play immediately here, I think, or not?
Here?
No.
This is a bit dangerous.
Here, okay, I see.
But moves like this are very problematic for white, because if he starts to... he can't cut here, this doesn't work. Do you see that?
Yeah, because these two stones are...
Yeah, so if he will cut here, then suddenly black is connected there. So white will have to crawl on the second line of defeat. So black will just extend, and because this stone is here, it's very painful for white. Even if he lives, it's very small, but black gets a lot of ko threat, so there, and this is very nice for black. Gets a lot of influence, and maybe white will even die. So this idea by black is a bit too much. But well, I think black took first. No, actually, black played here now, which is also dangerous in ko fights, because you want to wait with these kind of moves. If they're not absolutely necessary, so for example, if this would be a sente move for white, he could use it as a ko threat. So that would be nice for white. Maybe then black wants to play there, but that's not the case. So maybe black wants to play this as a ko threat.
Yep.
So that's an extra ko threat that he now threw away, so that's a pity. Should have played here first. That went like this. Black took. Do you have any idea where white played now?
What would do with white?
Well, I think I made a mistake in order.
Oh, that was my mistake, I think.
Okay, well, I can see that the ko went something like this. White found another another ko threat and then did this, and now black played here. So I think at this point white exchanged these, so we did a small mistake.
Okay.
Doesn't really matter. So it went like this, and now black did a very strange move, and it's quite a nice lesson in which you can find a new way to think about your game. black played here, and cube players might like this a lot, what I will explain now. This move immediately invokes white's peep. So you can see that if black will respond here, locally this is a very strange strange situation for black, strange sequence. And that has to do with the fact that you don't want to have a move here, but maybe later you want to play here. So let me show you. If it would be like this, like in the game, and white would play here now, maybe later black wants to have eye shape, so he wants to play here to make his eye shape bigger. But in the game, he played here. So you can see that locally this is a bad exchange for black. Do you understand? You change the order of moves.
Yes.
In the game it went like this. Black played here, white played here, and then black has to play here. But if it would go like this, like same situation would occur but in another order, so black would play here, then later white would
not play there, but if he would
if
play
he plays there, you don't want to play here, but maybe here.
Funny, yeah.
I think this is a lesson that Guo Juan, 5-dan professional, also emphasizes in her lectures, that you have to somehow try to change the order of moves, and suddenly you can see that a move that you thought was okay, like this one, is really strange.
Those audio Go lessons.
Yes, exactly. She has very nice audio Go lessons.
Okay.
So yeah, this move is weird. Like if he wants to play somewhere there, he wants to play this. Whoa, sorry. Here. So yeah, it's a bit weird. And well, from this point on, I think it's not that interesting to discuss the game. There was a very big Go fight, and yeah, in the end there was another fight over here. Black killed a huge white group, which he did very nicely with the Tsuji. And yeah, all the game long he was in favor. He was playing better than his opponent, which was 1Q, and he was 2Q. So,
but I think Black played strategically a lot better than White.
Yes, he did. His fundamentals are a lot better. So this means that yeah, he has a nice future if he will yeah, try to build on his reading and on his other fighting techniques. Then he will become very strong. Whereas White really has to work on his basics. Yeah.
So White has to watch these lessons.
I think so, yeah.
Okay. KTS Legends Murugandi, thank you very much again.
You're welcome.
Thank you for watching. We have now like 20 episodes.
Yes, and now we are in a bit of a difficult situation.
Yeah, kind of spot, because we had 2 sponsors, the European Go Center, and they would like to continue the sponsorship.
Sponsoring, yeah.
But also the Dutch Go Association. And
we're not sure if they will be able to keep sponsoring us. We really would like to continue these lessons, and we would like to ask you if you know anybody or you have a company that is interested in sponsoring these kind of lectures.
A lot of people watching.
Yeah, a lot of people are actually watching. So please tell us. And also, just even if you don't have any tips on that in that matter, if you like the Go series and want us to continue, please send us a message, leave comments. It's really appreciated, and that way we can.
Or ask your local, the Go Association of your country to help us, because the Dutch Go Association, they sponsored like 20 shows. We hope they continue, but we cannot be sure. But anyway, like you said, if companies would like to have their names at the end of this lessons, or maybe in the middle if they pay extra, we are really open to that. We hope so.
Please contact us.
Yeah, please contact. The only other way we can continue this, if otherwise we have to charge people for watching. Yeah. But we hope to keep this for free. Yeah. So please tell us what you think. If you say, okay, I don't mind to pay Also, please let if there are not enough people that are willing to pay. Also okay, but we hope there are a few nice companies that sponsor us for not too much. I think
yeah, sure. And the most important is that the viewer enjoys the lectures, of course. So if you also have ideas about how we can improve our things, then please let us know. And we really hope to make more lessons for you.
Okay, so hope to see you soon.
Yeah,
that's the only thing to say. And to you, Murugandi, thanks as always.
Yeah, thank you very much.
And anyway, I enjoyed it very much all these times, and I hope we can continue.
Yeah, it will be very nice.
Okay.
Thanks to the audience.
Bye.
Bye bye.